Before this video starts, I want to more or less put a disclaimer up. I'm not a professional hat maker at all. This is literally the first time I've ever even attempted something like this. That being said, I enjoy the process, but this is not a tutorial. This is by no means a how-to. This is more or less I'm doing the learning for you, so maybe you don't have to go through the whole process. Maybe that's what you can consider it, if you want to learn something from this. And maybe I'll do a tutorial on how to reshape your hat in the future, because I learned a lot. But this is more or less just kind of like a, come along with me and learn with me as I make mistakes and, learn from my mistakes. I hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to try and keep it as contained as possible, because this did take me almost an hour and a half to 2 hours total to do, and almost an hour's worth of editing. You see the timeline on the video now. I condensed it down a good bit. I didn't want to include every single little bit of ironing and steaming and all that stuff. And there's a handful of just parts where I'm just rambling. I do that a lot, unfortunately. I'll get better, but for now, just who I am. I need a script. That's what I need. Enough of my antics. Please enjoy the video. So, this hat here, you can see, a little funky looking. It's very uneven. It's been sitting, actually, it's sat in a box for a little while, and then it was hanging up with other hats, just kind of pushing on it, making it do weird things, and just, you get all sorts of misshapen. So, we're going to use an iron with a steam setting, and I guess time. Excuse me. I just get this thing reshaped and hopefully looking the way I want it to be. Only issue is I've never used this thing steam setting, so that's a learning curve that we're gonna have to figure out. I didn't think about that until now, actually. So about all I really know is I gotta add water to it. So I got a cup of water, not that. And I think it goes in here. I hope I'm not wrong. But that's about the only spot I can think of. So we're going to see just what happens. Towel on standby just in case. Alright. Should I have had this off? I don't know. I'm just going to go for it. It is in the middle, so I catch on the mat just in case. Oh, wait. Is that wrong? Oh, okay, you gotta have it. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I probably should have had this off. There we go. Nope. Am I over the line? Can't really see the liquids. Oh. That's cool. Well, it's a lot less disastrous than I thought it was going to be. Awesome. Okay. Well, cool. Well, in that case, I can go ahead and clean this thing, because it is disgusting. And we'll go from there. Okay. Don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I just know I'm here trying to get things to work. So a little bit of a backstory on this hat. I got this hat a few years, actually a good handful of years ago now. I was working at my old job where I was a maintenance guy, and it was on a farm of sorts. I'm going into a lot of detail. We'll go into detail on that later on in the future. Right now, it's not important. What the heck? It's a stick. But essentially, I wanted a hat that could keep the sun off my face, but also, you know, didn't break the bank and was still nice in the wintertime. Because I live in Florida. And for anybody who does live in Florida as well, you already know the sun loves to beat down on you all year round. All year. You can't escape it. So went ahead, went to Tractor Supply. They had these things for like, I think $35. Got me one. I ain't got it in here, but eventually I picked up a feather that was on the farm. I liked the feather, so I went ahead and I put it on my thing, on my hat. Okay, that's a decently clean hat now. I'm not going to get it perfect. I don't expect to try and get it perfect. I could go through the process of wetting it and everything else. That being said, it's a little loose. I think it's because it's so old and ragged now. My plan is to more or less use my head as the mold. So you see a lot of these videos, they will take the shape of a head like in a mold type situation, and it's like a wood frame pretty much. It goes straight into here, and usually like puts the hat in this kind of shape, obviously a little less formed, like a dome shape pretty much. And they will get, you know, a whole bunch of different shapes going with it and everything like that, making it look really good. This hat was advertised as one of those hats that you can apparently squish down and you just pop it back, reshape it a little bit, it goes right back to this position. And it does. I like this hat the way it is. I don't have any intentions of changing the overall shape, but I think I'm going to make it a little tighter with the hat band. I'm going to do a new hat band. This is the old one. I've got, where'd it go? We've got leather over there. I plan on making it more or less customized. I also intend on just overall making this thing look a lot cooler. You know, the overall idea is hopefully this thing is felt and not wool like I'm thinking. And even if it, oh man, this is disgusting on the bottom here. Even if it is wool, it should still reshape itself decently well under steam and heat on it. Now, if you look up custom hat videos, they do a lot of really cool stuff where they like add a whole bunch of crazy design and stuff like that with the wood burner and such. I'm not going that far. I am more or less going to just do what I can with this hat. If this gets enough views and gets enough interest going towards it, I will actually attempt to take a felt hat and make a completely custom hat. I think that'd be a lot of fun, but I ain't got a lot of time, so if I want to make it happen, it's gotta be worth my time, you know what I mean? Okay, that's the majority of it. I'm not trying to be perfect with this. So, there's a couple of custom hat videos I've seen that kind of drew my inspiration towards this. I'm wanting to do what I would call a a Western punk, Western core kind of theme behind it. One thing I've seen, I may go down this route, it depends. But I wouldn't mind maybe putting a design like back here, or maybe along the top here or something. I don't know yet. Like I said, I gotta test some waters. I'm gonna do it on the inside maybe to kind of test it. I like to try and take the wood burner and make some custom design. Well, maybe along the edge or something like that. But we're gonna start with stitching and hat band after I remold the shape, if I can get it remolded, that is. So this is the part I'm worried about. I'm hoping this goes somewhat according to plan. I don't know, we're just gonna wing it. Screw it. All right. So. That doesn't seem like it did much of nothing, actually. So I'm either not using enough heat, or this is a lot different than I thought as far as the process goes. How does this part work? Do you hold it? Let it go? Because it went right back to the same shape it was in. So this is either a wool hat, which is not going to react well to water, or this hat here is it's just kind of stuck like this. So I think I got a different idea. Okay. I think it's starting to do what I'm wanting it to. I think it just takes longer than I was expecting. Those shorts make it very, very convincing that it's a pretty quick process. But it's very much not. For their hats, just really gets you an idea as to what makes them so expensive. Alright. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. So really all I need to do is just kind of keep putting it in the direction I want it to go in, I guess. But it keeps like redoing that same stupid thing. This is aggravating already. I'm not expecting it to be perfect. Perfect's not what I'm going for, just less wonky. That would be nice. Okay, we're starting to get there. Trying to get more or less the look I'm wanting. So I think the idea here, it's still pretty uneven. But it's ironically uneven in a different sense now. That's my own fault, I think. Essentially that. Just hold it just like so. Does it look even enough for me? I would say so. Just hold it like this. Too bad I don't think there's really a quick and easy way to do this. Alright, are we done? It's uneven still. What am I doing wrong? Or is that just not the kind of hat to do this with? It's like back here now. It's wanting to act up. Yeah, it's still, you can probably see it on camera. It's still like really wonky. It's still uneven. And it's just like, what? Why does it keep going back to that form? I'm starting to think what I'm doing wrong. Because I'm assuming this hat, I don't think it's felt. I think that's what we're doing wrong here. I don't think it's felt at all. Inside and out. It gets hot pretty quick.
One eternity later.
Because when I first got this hat, it was more or less this shape. Not this extreme, of course, because I'm trying to get into my leg. So, alright, you know what? This side is more or less the way I want it. So we're going to focus on this side. Whew, it's hot. It's really hot, actually. Maybe that's also the key feature there. It's getting really hot. I don't really know. We're going to find out, though. You know what? We might be on something now. As long as it doesn't cool down and snap back like it's been doing, I would say that's good on that side. Now I got to do this side over again. That side's more or less the way I actually want it. See what I'm going for now? Now that I finally got this side more or less the way I wanted, ironically it took me just doing one side at a time. Do this side over now. Oop. It says it's not spilling. Whatever. Maybe that's just the key there, though, is get like a lot of heat. It's hot. I'll tell you that much right now. It's very hot. Kind of how I want it, though. This I need to come forward a little bit. It's close. Seems like starting to get the effect we're wanting though. We're actually getting some changes now, which is good. It's more or less what I wanted. This side here, just for whatever reason, it still feels and looks uneven. It's like, oh, look at that. I mean, bits coming off of my hand. I'm pulling on it. Oh yeah, it's a lot more malleable now. Just higher heat, that's all it really takes. Oh yeah, I can really move that and it stays pretty much where I put it. Okay. It's actually very close to how I want it. Ironically, now I need to redo this side. I might be being a little too specific on how I want this. But you know what? If I want to do it, I want to do it right. You know what I mean? This needs to be a lot hotter. And a lot wetter. That's actually cool. This is the part of the project where you just like, now that you kind of got the idea figured out, start getting all excited and such. Man, that's cool. That's really cool. You know what? It's pretty good. It's still uneven, but it's not uneven in the same sense anymore. It's very much similar to how I want it. Question is, what side do I like more? I still like this side more. Oh, and it's holding the shape too. Oh, that's awesome. Yes. Yes. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. Still not the way I want it. So we're just going to redo it. That's the nice thing about this, I think. Is things don't go the way you want them, and you keep doing it. This is apparently a very, very forgiving process. You know, a lot more forgiving than I thought it would be. Yeah. Right about there. Alright. There we go. That's pretty symmetrical now. Cool. Oh. That's awesome. That went so much better than I thought it was going to. It really did. Wow. Took almost a half hour too, which honestly, if I knew what I was doing to begin with, wouldn't take nearly as long. That's awesome. I'm not even on to the customization part yet. Dang it. That's okay. Maybe I'll bring the back down a little bit. I don't know. I don't think it needs it. Oh, man. Either I messed something up or it's going back to its original state. I don't know which. That being said, I like this side more still. So I'm going to redo this side again. Hopefully there's not such thing as... Yeah, because this is not really springing back, so that's my fault. Okay. I'm probably overworking it by now, but I'd rather overwork it than under. Okay, I see part of the problem. Every single time I set it down is whenever it starts to get uneven again. So what we're going to do, we're just going to hold it. Just going to hold it, and as it cools off, it should hold that form, theoretically. Okay. That is pretty darn close. I'll take it. I'll take it as it is. That being said, I'm starting to run into a bit of a dilemma where every single time I set it down, I start getting issues again. So I need something to set this on. Actually, it's a random thing to pull down. There we go. Maybe upside down. There we go. Technology. The side's starting to become uneven now. So. What's that? May not be the right way of doing things, but it's the way I'm doing things, so we're gonna roll with it. There we are. I don't need to be even perfectly, but by God, when it's super noticeable is when it bugs me the most. Okay. It's not terrible. It's not perfect, but it's malleable enough to where I'm able to basically fix it. And do things the way I want to with it. And I can actually take the sides. Well, it's on my head, it's a little easier. But I can take the sides and I can pull it and shape it however I really want to now. So I'm not too worried about everything being perfect. I wasn't to begin with, but at least now it's in a shape where I'm more or less happy with it. So now we're going to make us a replacement band. That being said, I'm probably going to make that part 2 because this took a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. The video is already 45-50 minutes. Don't want to make it longer than that. So yeah, tune in on the next one. I'm going to try and get it out as soon as possible. My schedule's very busy, so we'll have to see how quickly it comes out. But I'm going to make the hat band for this, and probably do the stitching and stuff as well. We'll have to see. I have to make some deliberate decisions on where I want everything to be. But more or less, yeah. I might experiment with a wood burning idea. We'll have to see about that. Yeah, I'm not trying to make this thing perfect. Worn in is the look. That's the idea. But all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. It has been an entire day since the last. Well, it's been a little less than a day, like maybe 16-20 hours. But the hat has held its shape. It springs right back like it's supposed to. If you look at it though, it is uneven. And I think what I'm gonna do is, if I can't get this side to be as extreme as this one, I might dial this side back. But I don't think I can. Because I was wrenching down on it, trying to get that shape, I think I stretched it out to where it caused that. So I'm gonna do it off camera. I'm just letting you know I'm fixing it, so it might look different from this. It might actually look better, hopefully, next time. But yeah, the level of uneven that it is bugging me, and I want to fix it. I think it's partially because this part is up. Yeah, that almost makes it exactly the way I want it to look. So yeah, just need to do a little minor adjustment. I said it in the middle of the video, but I'll say it again because I am down for the idea. I will purchase a blank or unshaped felt hat, or even a straw one, and I'll attempt to make a like proper hat using. Oh, that was stupid. Oops, I guess. I'll use this Justice theme setting. I'm pretty sure actual felt isn't this thick, and I'll attempt to actually make a proper hat if this gets enough views and enough likes. I guess we should make a goal. If it gets 1,000 likes, we'll start off small and simple. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I will buy a budget-based hat, or hat base, whatever the heck they're called. I'll figure it out when it gets to it. And I will attempt to make some sort of almost like a gunslinger hat. I wouldn't mind that. I think gunslinger hats are a little simpler to make, and I will be more than willing to try that. That being said, I do not know what I'm in for if I get one. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. What else was I saying? Oh, if you like the video, do please subscribe. I would appreciate it. I'm trying to make something out of this channel, so any support I get is more than appreciated. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support, and I don't have an outro yet, so